This is the old Firehouse Building No. 1, which is located at 123 West Argonne Drive. Kirkwood had a volunteer fire department since a fire had destroyed the town armory on April 30th of 1904, the opening day of the 1904 World's Fair. However, by 1917, the Kirkwood Volunteer Fire Company had realized that Kirkwood desperately needed a dedicated fire department that received paid wages. To force a decision, in February of 1918, the volunteers announced that they were going to disband in April and strongly urged the creation of a paid fire department. The authorization to create a paid fire department and to build a firehouse was passed at a Kirkwood town meeting shortly thereafter. The construction of the mission-style firehouse was completed in 1920. The building was in use as a firehouse until the mid-1960s and now lodges the Messenger Printing Company, yet the location of the large firehouse door is still discernible, and the Firehouse No. 1 emblem remains on the facade at the top of the building.
The building that the Green Parrot restaurant was in has been around since 1915 when it was a house built by William Bopp. In 1922, it was renamed the Big Bend Inn and was rumored to be a speakeasy with secret passages and all. In 1927 in Kansas City, the first Green Parrot restaurant opened. The Bopp House was sold to the owners of the original Green Parrot restaurant who were looking to expand. Although they weren't sure if they'd get the traffic for it, they proceeded to purchase the house and the 10-acre property because the scenery was gorgeous. This scenery being the Missouri foothills and the Missouri River Valley where, in the 1930s, the land was undeveloped. On October 8, 1938, after being renamed to the Green Parrot Inn, the restaurant opened and it became known for its fried chicken and honey butter. Why was it called the Green Parrot? Because of the parrot who would greet patrons before their meal. She died at the age of 74 in 1983, just before the restaurant was sold. That same year, it was sold to the Weinhardt Catering and Party Rentals and became Big Bend Manor. In 2001, it was renovated for private residence and has been occupied since 2005.
This is the old post office building, which is located at 125 West Argonne Drive, next to the old Firehouse No. 1 building, and across the street from the train station. Before the year 1900, residents of Kirkwood had to pick up their mail from various locations in the area. It was not delivered to their home. In 1900, home delivery was established for part of the town, but until 1903, most Kirkwood residents still had to pick up their mail from the post office. The neoclassical style post office was constructed in the 1930s in response to the growing number of residents in the Kirkwood area. Today, the post office building is home to Great Harvest Bread Company.
The Meacham Park School was opened in Kirkwood in 1924. In 1932, this school was renamed to the Turner School to commemorate a slave born in St. Louis. James Milton Turner was born a slave, but his father paid for his freedom. Later on in his life, he became the first African American to represent the United States as a U.S. representative in a foreign country. The Turner School was the last school built in the St. Louis area to teach African American students before desegregation. Children from surrounding districts were bused to this school after the nearby Booker T. Washington School was shut down. The Turner School was torn down and rebuilt, going from a wood to a brick structure in the late 1930s to early 1940s. The school was eventually sold to an investment company in the 1980s and still stands today. The Turner School is currently located in Meacham Park.
This is the old gas station building, which is located at 140 West Argonne Drive. The brick gas station's dimensions are 12 by 16 feet. The gas station was built in 1932 by D. Rue Weber and is one of the first gas stations built in St. Louis County. When the gas station closed in 1943, possibly due to gas rationing during World War II, the building remained vacant until the end of 1946. From 1947 to 1970, the building was used as a cab stand for the Victoria Cab Company. Between 1970 and 1974, the building stood vacant and fell into a state of severe disrepair. In 19 1974, it was finally renovated by a partnership between 11 different Kirkwood area garden clubs as part of a civic beautification effort, and was turned into a community garden center. Since 1987, it has been the home of Jeremiah's Custard Stand, which is an extremely popular tourist hangout.
This landmark is located on 223 South Kirkwood Road, but even with that address, first guessers may not correctly identify what the landmark is. Instead of a building, the landmark is actually the Spencer's Grill sign attached to the restaurant, located above the street. In 1939, it was attached to the original Spencer's Grill and has been hanging there ever since. The main body of the sign is brick red, while the lettering is white. There's also a clock on the sign. Everything is outlined in neon tubing. The sign is the same on the back and the front. As you can see, even though it has changed hands over the years, currently the building is Spencer's Grill. While the setting is crowded, everybody there is really relaxed, even when having to wait on a table to clear up. The food was amazing. Breakfast and lunch are served from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. every day for really great prices.
Located in downtown Kirkwood, the market was founded in 1976 as a bicentennial project by the city of Kirkwood. Open from April through December, the market offers a place for the community to gather, eat, and shop. Currently, the market has turned into a Christmas market and gingerbread shop. Everything you need to decorate your home for the holidays can be found, including a Christmas tree lot and the gingerbread shop, where you will find plenty of holiday treats, including hot cocoa mixes, baked goods, jams and jellies, ornaments, and other holiday novelties. Founded by Jody Newman and Barbie Freund, two St. Louis women who volunteered 3 years of their time to create a cultural institution that would be both educational and fun, the Magic House officially opened its doors to the public October 16, 1979. The location selected for the region's first interactive children's museum was a vacant Victorian mansion built in 1901. Since its opening, the Magic House has been engaging children of all ages in activities that are not only entertaining, but aim towards learning as well. In 2005, Zagat's U.S. Family Travel Guide deemed the house as the nation's best children's attraction, even beating out Disney's The Magic Kingdom. Being a not-for-profit organization, the Magic House does not receive funding from tax revenue. In all the years of its existence, this is the first year that the house reported having no money in the bank.